There comes a time in every person's life when the ordinary breaks open into the extraordinary. A time when what you thought was beyond your reach suddenly appears within your grasp. My friend, that moment is upon you. God is about to shock you with favor. And when favor moves in your life, it doesn't knock politely. It bursts through the door and rearranges everything in your favor. There is a force that moves unseen, a current that flows in your favor when you align your heart with belief. Faith is the power that turns impossibility into reality, and without it, nothing great can be achieved. Favor never rests on the shoulders of doubt. It seeks out the bold spirit who dares to believe when every fact, every circumstance, and every voice seems to say it cannot be done. The moment you decide to trust that something greater has already been prepared for you, doors begin to open where walls once stood. Faith is the lens that allows you to see opportunities before they appear, and it is this vision that draws favor into your life. Readiness is the next demand of favor, for favor moves suddenly and without warning. It does not give you time to prepare when it arrives. It tests whether you prepared in advance. This is why discipline, consistency, and action are so vital. Every day you sharpen your mind, strengthen your habits, and align your actions with your vision. You prepare a place for favor to land. When the unexpected call comes, when the opportunity appears, when the door swings open, only the prepared will step through it with confidence. Favor rewards the one who has been preparing in silence long before the moment of recognition arrives. Expectation is the magnetic force that pulls divine opportunity into your orbit. What you anticipate in life is often what you attract. When you expect failure, you unconsciously move toward it. But when you expect greatness, even in seasons of struggle, you begin to position yourself for it. Expectation changes your language, your posture, and your decisions. It pushes you to act with the assumption that good is on its way. Favor is not attracted to a heart weighed down by fear and hesitation. It comes to the one who wakes each morning believing that today could be the day everything shifts. Persistence is the bridge between where you are and where favor wants to take you. Life will test you with obstacles, setbacks, and delays, but favor only comes to those who keep moving forward in the face of resistance. The one who refuses to quit is the one who proves worthy of breakthrough. Each setback is not a denial, but a refinement of your character, preparing you to hold the blessing when it comes. The world does not reward the half-hearted, it rewards the persistent. And God shocks the persistent believer with favor that far outweighs every trial they endured. Gratitude is the language of abundance. When you learn to celebrate small blessings, you prepare yourself to handle greater ones. Too many people overlook the favor already present in their lives because they are blinded by the pursuit of more. But gratitude multiplies what you already have and creates room for increase. When you give thanks for the breath in your lungs, the strength in your body, and the opportunities in your path, you open the door for even greater favor to flow. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, and abundance always attracts more abundance. Finally, alignment with God's purpose is the foundation on which all favor rests. To align your thoughts, words, and actions with a higher calling is to put yourself in the direct path of blessing. When you are in harmony with divine will, favor finds you without struggle or striving. It moves you into places you never thought possible, connects you with people you never imagined meeting, and elevates you beyond what you could have planned. Alignment does not mean perfection, it means surrender. It means trusting that the author of your story knows where to lead you. And when you walk in that alignment, favor does not just visit, it abides with you, shaping every step of your journey. Readiness is the silent preparation that separates those who seize opportunity from those who watch it slip away. Life does not always announce the moment when everything changes. Favor appears without warning, and it requires you to act with boldness in that instant. If you have been waiting until the perfect time to prepare, you will find that favor has no time to wait for you. Success belongs to those who prepare long before the opportunity comes, for when God's favor shows up, it will not wait for hesitation or doubt. It will demand action. Readiness is the discipline of equipping yourself daily, even when nothing visible seems to be happening. There are countless people who have prayed for opportunity, but when it finally came, they were unprepared to hold it. Favor is not a gentle visitor. It arrives suddenly, placing before you a decision that can alter your life. It will not linger for the one who hesitates. That is why you must always stay alert, sharpening your skills, deepening your knowledge, and strengthening your resolve. Every small act of preparation is like oil stored in a lamp, waiting for the moment when the flame of favor is lit. When the light comes, only those who have prepared can shine. Preparation is not glamorous. It is often quiet, unnoticed, and unrewarded in the moment. But it is, in the hidden hours of practice, the silent work of discipline, and the private battles against weakness, that true readiness is formed. People may not see the effort you are putting in now, but when favor arrives, they will marvel at how quickly you were able to step into greatness. What they call sudden success is nothing more than the reward of long preparation, meeting the moment of divine favor. Readiness also demands courage. Many times, opportunity will look larger than your ability, and the temptation will be to step back in fear. But when you have been preparing, you can stand with confidence, knowing that you have already built the strength required to hold the blessing. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to act despite it. Readiness transforms fear into faith, for you recognize that your preparation has positioned you exactly where you need to be. God's favor is not random, it seeks out the prepared. When you discipline your mind, guard your habits, and stay faithful in the little things, you create space for favor to multiply. This is why those who neglect readiness often see doors close just as quickly as they open. But the one who has prepared can step through the door, secure it, and expand it into something lasting. Favor comes suddenly, but it sustains only those who are ready to handle its weight. So ask yourself daily, am I preparing for the thing I have been praying for? If you have been asking God for greater opportunities, greater blessings, and greater influence, then readiness is your proof that you truly believe it will come. To prepare is to expect. To be ready is declare with your actions that you trust God to shock you with favor at any moment. And when that moment comes, you will not be found lacking. You will be found standing tall, equipped, and ready to walk boldly into the destiny prepared for you. Expectation is a force that reshapes the way you see the world. It is more than a hopeful thought. It is the inner conviction that good is on its way even when everything around you looks broken. To expect greatness is to lean forward into possibility with your whole being, refusing to let circumstances dictate your outlook. Expectation shifts your vision from fear to faith, from scarcity to abundance, and in doing so, it opens a pathway for favor to flow directly into your life. When you carry expectation in your heart, you begin to act differently. Your steps become more decisive, your words carry more confidence, and your energy communicates belief. People are drawn to those who expect success because expectation has a magnetic quality that pulls resources, opportunities, and support into alignment. It is no accident that doors open for those who walk with conviction. They have already created an atmosphere where favor feels at home. Expectation is the soil in which extraordinary outcomes take root. The danger lies in expecting the worst, because expectation works both ways. Many live under weight of defeat because they anticipate failure before they even try. Fear plants seeds of doubt, and those seeds grow into self-fulfilling prophecies. But when you discipline your mind to expect increase, growth, and blessing, you begin to reverse that pattern. The mind that expects greatness cannot be held captive by negativity. It chooses to see beyond the present struggle and anticipate a brighter horizon. Expectation also breeds resilience. When you expect good, setbacks no longer appear as final defeats. They become temporary delays. Instead of giving up, you press forward because deep inside you believe something better still lies ahead. That belief keeps your energy alive when others grow weary. It gives you the strength to rise after disappointment and try again. Favor does not come to the one who surrenders to discouragement, but to the one who remains steadfast in expectation despite the storm. Living with expectation requires courage, because it means you risk believing in something before you see it. But that courage is rewarded, for expectation is an act of faith in motion. When you expect abundance, you begin to prepare for it, and preparation itself is a declaration of belief. You set the table for blessings, you open the door for opportunity, and you create space for favor to manifest. Expectation is never wasted. It always produces fruit in time. At its highest form, expectation aligns you with divine abundance. You no longer beg for scraps of hope. You live with certainty that provision, opportunity, and blessing are already on their way. This alignment positions you to receive what others overlook, because you are looking through the eyes of faith. When you rise each day with expectation in your spirit, you walk as if favor is already yours, and that very posture draws it closer. Expectation is not wishful thinking. It is the magnetic pull that brings tomorrow's blessing into today's reality. Persistence is the fire that keeps burning when everything around you grows cold. It is the decision to move forward even when your strength feels small, when doors seem locked, and when progress appears invisible. Most people stop when resistance meets them, but those who refuse to quit discover that persistence is the very key that unlocks favor. Each time you choose to push forward instead of surrendering, you declare to life and to God that you are ready for breakthrough. The path to favor is not straight or smooth. It is filled with tests designed to reveal your determination. Challenges will rise not to destroy you, but to measure how much you truly desire what you are seeking. Many start strong, but fall away at the first sign of struggle, never realizing that the blessing was waiting just beyond the obstacle. Persistence is the bridge that carries you across setbacks into the territory of fulfillment. It is the refusal to bow to difficulty, the choice to keep moving even when progress is slow. Every great achievement is built on persistence. The dreamers who change the world are not always the most talented or the most gifted. They are the ones who simply would not give up. They rise after every fall, they push after every delay, and they endure when others walk away. The spirit of resilience attracts favor because it mirrors divine endurance, the strength that never fails. When you persist, you prove you are capable of carrying the weight of the blessing. Once it arrives, persistence also transforms your character. In the heat of struggle, your patience is stretched, your discipline is sharpened, and your vision is clarified. Each obstacle you face refines you into a stronger vessel, capable of holding more. Without persistence, favor would overwhelm you because you would not have the strength to sustain it. But persistence molds you, shaping you into the person who can stand firm when the blessing is placed in your hands. It is often said that the darkest hour comes just before the dawn. In the same way, breakthrough is often just one step beyond the place where most people quit. The tragedy is not that life is difficult, but that so many give up too soon. Favor has a way of meeting the one who takes that one extra step, who makes one more attempt, who refuses to let go of hope. Persistence is that one step, that one final push that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. When you choose persistence, you align yourself with the rhythm of divine timing. You may not see the results today or even tomorrow, but each act of endurance builds momentum toward your breakthrough. The blessing is not delayed, it is being prepared for the one who proves faithful. And when that moment comes, it will not just be a small reward, it will be favor so great it shocks you. Persistence declares that you are ready, and in that declaration, you attract the very abundance you have been waiting for. Gratitude is the unseen power that shifts the atmosphere of your life. When you practice thankfulness, you take your eyes off what is missing and place them on what has already been given. This change in perspective transforms your spirit, opening the door of favor to flow in greater measure. A grateful heart does not complain about lack, it celebrates what is present, and in doing so, it attracts increase. Gratitude is the seed that turns the ordinary into extraordinary, the small into abundant, and the temporary into lasting. When you wake up each day and give thanks for the simplest gifts, the breath in your lungs, the strength in your body, the opportunity to begin again, you create a vibration that draws blessings toward you. Gratitude tells God that you recognize His hand at work, even in the little things. It is the acknowledgement that what you already have is more than enough, and that acknowledgement multiplies what you receive. The one who is thankful over small blessings proves trustworthy to handle larger ones. Gratitude also changes the way you respond to challenges. Instead of sinking into bitterness when faced with difficulties, a grateful spirit searches for lessons, growth, and hidden opportunities. This attitude disarms negativity and keeps you anchored in hope. Life will always bring trials, but the person who can still whisper, "Thank you," in the midst of struggle positions themselves to rise higher. Favor flows toward those who remain thankful even in adversity, because gratitude reveals strength of character. Many people block favor by overlooking what they already have. They chase after what is next without honoring what is now, but gratitude multiplies because it appreciates the present moment. When you are grateful for relationships, they deepen. When you are grateful for opportunities, they expand. When you are grateful for provision, it grows. Favor does not rest on the ungrateful, for ingratitude communicates that nothing will ever be enough. Gratitude, on the other hand, signals readiness for more. The beauty of gratitude is that it does not require wealth, status, or achievement. It only requires awareness. Anyone, at any stage of life, can choose to give thanks. And in choosing gratitude, you elevate your spirit to a higher plane where blessings can find you. A thankful attitude shifts your energy, changes your outlook, and prepares your heart to recognize favor when it arrives. Gratitude is both the preparation for abundance and the proof that you can handle it wisely. When you live in gratitude, your life becomes a magnet for favor. Thankfulness is not just a reaction to blessing, it is the cause of it. Every time you celebrate what you already have, you create space for more. Every time you speak words of thanks, you water the seeds of abundance. And when you make gratitude a way of life, you will not just see small blessings, you will be shocked by the overflow of favor that follows you wherever you go. Vision is the inner picture that guides your steps long before the destination comes into view. Without vision, you wander aimlessly, responding only to what is happening around you instead of shaping what is ahead. Favor requires direction, it cannot land on confusion. When you see your future clearly in your mind, you give favor a target, a place to rest, and a path to follow. Vision is not imagination without substance. It is faith translated into a picture of possibility. The strength of vision is that it allows you to live beyond your current reality. Even if your surroundings are small, your vision can be great. Even if resources seem lacking, your vision can be abundant. This ability to live in the reality of your dream before it manifests draws opportunities into your life. The world responds to people who already carry the atmosphere of their future because vision makes what is unseen feel tangible. You begin to walk, talk, and act as if your dream is already real, and favor responds to that alignment. Without vision, even great opportunities can be wasted. A person with no direction may receive favor, but without knowing where to channel it, they lose it quickly. Vision acts as a container, holding and guiding the blessings that come. It brings focus, showing you what to embrace and what to reject, what to pursue and what to leave behind. Many fail not because favor never visited them, but because they had no vision to sustain it when it arrived. Vision also inspires discipline. When you see where you are going, you are willing to sacrifice temporary pleasures for permanent rewards. You rise earlier, work harder, and endure longer because you are motivated by a picture of the future that is worth the struggle. Vision pulls you forward when motivation runs dry, reminding you that every small effort is building the reality you already carry in your mind. Favor flows to the disciplined dreamer, the one who refuses to trade vision for comfort. Great vision always stretches beyond personal gain. True vision includes impact, service, and contribution. When your vision touches the lives of others, it aligns with divine purpose, and that alignment attracts greater favor. The more people your vision serves, the more resources flow to support it. This is why small, self-centered dreams often fade, while big, bold visions draw momentum. Favor seeks out vision that uplifts, heals, and multiplies blessings. To live with vision is to live with certainty in a world of uncertainty. You may not know the details of how it will unfold, but you hold a picture so strong that nothing can shake it. That clarity becomes a beacon, drawing the right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments into your path. When you dare to see beyond where you are and embrace the future God has placed in your heart, favor cannot help but find you. Vision is the map, and favor is the wind that carries you swiftly toward your destiny. Courage is the quality that keeps you standing when favor ushers you into places you never dreamed possible. Opportunity often arrives bigger than your preparation, brighter than your confidence, and more demanding than your comfort zone. Without courage, you may find yourself shrinking back from the very blessing you prayed for. But when courage fills your heart, you can stand tall, unshaken, and declare that you belong where favor has placed you. Courage is the anchor that allows you to remain steady when the moment feels overwhelming. Many people lose blessings because they lack the courage to hold on to them. They walk into new opportunities but quickly retreat when fear whispers that they are unworthy. Courage silences those whispers. It reminds you that if favor brought you there, you are qualified to stay there. Courage allows you to occupy the space that God has opened for you and prevents insecurity from robbing you of destiny. The door may open suddenly, but it is courage that keeps you inside long enough to reap the full reward. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the mastery of it. Everyone feels fear when stepping into something new, but the courageous choose to act in spite of it. They do not wait for fear to disappear. They move forward even as their hands tremble. This action transforms fear into fuel, and that fuel pushes them into greater levels of growth. Favor is attracted to this kind of bravery, for it proves that you trust the hand that opened the door more than the doubts that tell you to stay outside. The blessings of life often come disguised as responsibilities, challenges, or platforms larger than you feel capable of managing. Courage is what allows you to step into those responsibilities with boldness. It gives you the voice to speak when silence would feel safer, the strength to stand when retreat feels easier, and the persistence to hold on when others would let go. Courage says, "I am not here by accident. I am here by purpose," and in that declaration you secure the blessing. Courage also multiplies favor because it inspires others. When people see you walking with boldness, they begin to believe they can do the same. This creates a ripple effect of confidence and strength that elevates not just you, but those around you. Favor is never meant to rest on you alone. It is meant to flow through you, and courage ensures that flow continues because you become an example of faith in action, a living proof that fear does not control the outcome. Every step forward into greatness requires courage. The unknown will always be intimidating. The new will always bring uncertainty. But courage declares that you will not shrink back. If favor has shocked you with an opportunity, courage is your responsibility in return. It is your way of showing gratitude for the blessing and proving you are willing to carry it. With courage, you not only receive favor, you preserve it, nurture it, and expand it into something far greater than yourself. Discipline is the foundation that allows favor to transform into lasting success. Many people pray for blessings, yet when those blessings arrive, they quickly lose them because they lack the structure to sustain them. Discipline is what takes a sudden opportunity and stretches it into a lifetime of impact. It is the daily commitment to guard your time, your energy, and your focus so that what has been entrusted to you does not slip through your hands. Without discipline, even the greatest favor can be wasted. The truth is, favor opens doors, but discipline keeps them open. You may find yourself placed in a position of influence or entrusted with resources far beyond what you imagined, but without order, consistency, and responsibility, those very opportunities will vanish. Discipline teaches you to manage your blessings wisely, to build routines that protect your growth, and to create habits that reinforce success. It is not enough to be gifted or favored. You must also be consistent in your actions if you wish to see those blessings multiply. Discipline is often unglamorous. It means saying no when others say yes. It means rising early when comfort tells you to sleep longer. It means choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term pleasure. These decisions may feel small, but they are the guardrails that protect your journey. Favor will bring you opportunities beyond your imagination, but discipline ensures that you remain steady enough to handle them. Every act of self-control is a declaration that you are ready to carry the weight of greater blessings. In every story of success, discipline is the common thread. Natural talent may open doors, but it is discipline that sustains greatness over time. The disciplined person does not rely on fleeting emotions. They rely on structure and principle. They do not wait for motivation to appear. They build routines that keep them moving forward. This steadfastness attracts even more favor because it proves to God and to the world that the blessings given will not be squandered. Discipline also protects your focus. In a world filled with distractions, the undisciplined mind is easily scattered, chasing one thing today and another tomorrow, never seeing results. But discipline sharpens your attention, reminding you of what truly matters and filtering out the noise. When favor arrives, it will require undivided focus to maximize its potential. Without discipline, distractions will rob you of opportunities that could have changed your life. With discipline, you can channel your energy into building something that endures. Ultimately, discipline is an act of honor. It honors the favor you have been given, showing that you value it enough to guard it with care. It honors your future because you are willing to put in the work today for the rewards of tomorrow. And it honors God because it proves you are a faithful steward of what He has placed in your hands. Favor without discipline may lead to a moment of glory, but favor with discipline leads to a legacy. Service is the highest expression of favor because it shifts the blessing from being about you alone to being about the lives you can touch. When favor comes into your hands, it is never meant to stop with you. It is designed to flow through you. The resources, opportunities, and platforms you receive are invitations to serve, to uplift, and to multiply impact. Service transforms favor from a personal blessing into a collective miracle, spreading hope where there was despair and light where there was darkness. When you use your blessings to serve others, you create a cycle of abundance that never runs dry. The more you pour into others, the more room yet for new blessings to flow into your life. Service is the proof that you are not clinging to favor selfishly, but that you understand its higher purpose. Every act of generosity becomes a seed, and those seeds grow into opportunities that return to you in ways far greater than what you gave. Favor multiplies in the hands of those who live to serve. Service also keeps you grounded. It reminds you that favor is not a reward for your perfection, but a responsibility to steward wisely. Too many people allow success to make them self-centered, forgetting that the true measure of greatness is not how much you gain, but how much you give. Service keeps your heart humble, your perspective clear, and your spirit aligned with divine purpose. In serving others, you prove that you are worthy of receiving even more because you can be trusted to use it well. Every act of service also expands your influence. When you bless others with your time, wisdom, or resources, You create bonds that open unexpected doors. People are drawn to those who serve with sincerity, and opportunities often come from the very lives you have touched. Favor flows most freely where there is selflessness, because God delights in using people who are willing to be vessels of blessing rather than reservoirs of selfish ambition. Service transforms struggles into testimonies. Often the very challenges you have overcome position you to help others facing the same battles. When you take your pain and turn it into service, your life becomes a beacon of hope. This is why favor often rests on those who lift others even while walking through their own trials. Serving from a place of authenticity carries power because it reminds the world that blessings are not meant to be hoarded but shared. In the end, service is the secret to sustaining favor. When you live beyond yourself, you connect to a stream of opportunities that never runs dry. The more you serve, the more God can trust you with. Each blessing becomes a tool to build others, and each act of service invites a greater flow of abundance into your own life. Service ensures that favor is not a temporary shock, but a lifelong overflow, touching countless lives through you. Resilience is the quiet strength that keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down. Every blessing is preceded by trials, and every breakthrough is tested by resistance. The storms of life are not designed to destroy you, but to reveal whether you are prepared to carry the weight of what is coming. Resilience is that inner voice that says, "I will not stop here. I will not be broken. My story is still being written." It is the refusal to surrender when everything around you tells you to quit. When you cultivate resilience, setbacks no longer feel final. They become detours rather than dead ends. You begin to understand that delay does not mean denial, and that every challenge contains within it a lesson that strengthens your character. Favor does not rest on the fragile, because fragile hearts cannot sustain heavy blessings. But those who rise after every fall prove they are ready for what is coming. Resilience is not about avoiding pain. It is about refusing to let pain dictate the outcome of your life. Resilience also builds faith. Every time you endure a hardship and come out stronger, your belief deepens that you are never truly defeated. What once would have broken you now becomes fuel for your journey. This strength attracts favor because it demonstrates that you can handle not just the gift, but the responsibility that comes with it. Favor without resilience can crumble under pressure, but favor placed in the hands of the resilient grows and multiplies. The world honors talent and appearance, but life tests endurance. Many start the race with excitement, but only those who endure reach the finish line. Resilience is the difference between those who experience a glimpse of success and those who live in lasting abundance. It is the proof that you will keep moving forward no matter how many times you stumble. And when you keep moving, you position yourself to meet favor at the very place others gave up. Resilience also inspires those around you. When others see you rise from failure, when they witness your strength in the face of adversity, they are encouraged to believe they can endure as well. Your resilience becomes a light for others, a living testimony that storms do not last forever. In this way, resilience not only prepares you for favor, but also multiplies it through the lives you impact. Your strength creates a ripple effect of hope that reaches further than you realize. Ultimately, resilience is a declaration of trust in God's plan. It says, "I may not understand the trial, but I believe the story is not finished." It is the unshakable certainty that beyond the pain lies purpose, and beyond the hardship lies favor. Resilience is the bridge between today's struggles and tomorrow's breakthroughs. And when you choose to stand firm, refusing to give up, you position yourself to be shocked by blessings greater than you ever imagined. Alignment is the harmony between your inner life and your divine purpose. It is when your thoughts, words, and actions move in the same direction as the higher calling placed over you. Many people chase after blessings without realizing that favor flows most easily where there is alignment. When your spirit is in agreement with God's will, doors open without you forcing them, opportunities find you without you striving for them, and peace follows you even in uncertain times. Alignment creates a pathway where favor can travel straight into your life. When you are misaligned, you may work tirelessly and still see little fruit because your energy is moving against the current of your destiny. But when you align yourself, the same effort produces far greater results because you are moving with divine flow. Alignment does not mean life becomes effortless, but it does mean your effort is multiplied. Every choice you make, every step you take, either pulls you closer to or further away from that flow. The more your life reflects the purpose of your Creator, the more naturally favor rests upon you. Alignment also requires integrity. Your words must match your actions, and your actions must reflect the truth you claim to believe. When your inner world is divided, confusion follows, but when your inner and outer lives agree, power is released. Favor cannot thrive in dishonesty or double-mindedness. It thrives in clarity, purity, and consistency. This is why living in alignment often calls for sacrifice, letting go of habits, relationships, or environments that pull you off course. By releasing what no longer serves your purpose, you make room for blessings that do. Living in alignment is not about perfection, it is about surrender. It is the daily choice to say, "Not my will, but your will." This posture of humility opens the way for divine wisdom to guide your steps. When you align yourself in this way, you no longer chase blessings desperately because you trust that what belongs to you will find you. Favor flows most strongly in the life of the surrendered because their heart is already prepared to handle the responsibility that comes with increase. Alignment also brings clarity to vision and direction. You no longer waste time on paths that lead nowhere because you are guided by purpose. Decisions become easier, distractions lose their grip, and opportunities that do not align with your higher calling no longer tempt you. This clarity not only saves time but also sharpens your focus, allowing favor to work more powerfully in your life. Alignment turns chaos into order and wandering into progress. Ultimately, alignment is the final key because it secures all the others: faith, readiness, expectation, persistence, gratitude, vision, courage, discipline, service, and resilience all find their true strength when placed in alignment with God's plan. Alignment is the glue that holds favor in place, transforming sudden blessings into lasting abundance. When your life reflects this harmony, you no longer chase favor. It chases you, overtakes you, and surrounds you, shocking you with blessings greater than you ever imagined. And so I tell you again, God is about to shock you with favor. Not a trickle, but a flood. Not a whisper, but a thunderous declaration that your season has come. Prepare yourself. Believe with unshakable certainty. Step boldly into the destiny designed for you. Because favor, divine, unstoppable, undeniable favor, is on its way to your life right now.